A 1995 Toyota Supra. It was originally naturally aspirated, but the owner before me put in the JDM motor and transmission. Zoom out a little bit. The chassis only has 53,000 miles. I don't know how many miles the turbo has on it. I thought of that myself. Two of the neat things on this car that I installed, this license plate, it's connected, but it goes down like that for race shows. If you don't want people looking at your car, the license plate of your car, that doesn't sound good. I'll fix that later. If you don't want people looking at the license plate of your car, you put that down. That's as it's advertised, just like brass knuckles on the internet are advertised as paperweights. This little thing I bought from I forget what website, and that's going to have my laptop on there, and it's going to be running my whole AM program. And this little panel, I took out the radio and I fabricated this piece of plastic. This is going to start the car when it gets all hooked up, and I have no idea what these are going to do. This one also, this is the other thing that I was talking about. There's a little quick time exhaust bypass valve on it, and that is going to bypass the catalytic converter and the muffler, so all the exhaust gases just go straight out, and it's super loud. Let's take a look at the motor. So this is the power plant. Nothing too shiny and fancy, but it puts out 500 horsepower at the wheel, which is about 600 at the crank. I bought an intake manifold to replace the stock one, which is pretty restrictive, and it uses the factory throttle body, but I have to send a lower plenum or plenum, however you pronounce it, to Titan Motorsports, but I figure I'll just wait till I move to Florida, which where they're based out of. And I think that's a 68mm turbo. One of the bad things about this car is that I don't know exactly everything that's on it, because I bought it online from a place in Salt Lake City, and so some of the stuff I have no idea what they are, but I'm pretty sure that's a 68mm turbo. After I get the fuel upgrade and the intake manifold installed, I'm going to probably slap on a bigger turbo, and the motor and the transmission should hold over 1,000 horsepower. Hopefully the rear end holds. I snapped the drive shaft at a racetrack in Binghamton, so I put on a carbon fiber one, which was really expensive.